It's no secret that esports competitors can be extremely regimented in how they play. Flash, for instance, the greatest competitive gamer to ever live, used to bring a ruler on stage to ensure that the distance between his mouse and keyboard was always the same. In fact, on the rare occasion that he lost, adversaries would meme on him for it. Hard.
Parting brings out his own ruler. I love that. That is actually one of the best celebrations I have ever seen.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Taking down Flash like it was easy. Aiming again with his ruler.
Going
sniping
for the snipe.
down Flash.
Then there's my boy Vinny, who won't come within a country mile of a Counter-Strike server unless he's donning his fingerless racing gloves. I mean, how else is he gonna go burr?
First flash lands, second flash is even better. Oh, the third, though, is the creme de la creme. It's not enough, though, for Vinny at the back of the site as he takes them all down.
But this isn't just about some weird organizational quirks. It's about what they say about those who've trademarked them. Esports are stressful, and everyone is entitled to deal with that stress in their own way. For some, the road to success is paved with stone-cold seriousness. Others, silliness. Some get off on smack talk, whereas others take refuge in song? But there is one top-level contestant in CSGO for whom none of this applies. A sweet, soft-faced assailant who's rarely susceptible to screams, sulks, or celebrations of any kind. A man who can't be deemed a winner, loser, or anything in between, since, ostensibly, he's more interested in vibing than being victorious. Who isn't actually a competitor as much as he's, well, a naffer.
Now give me a big smile. A little more smile.
Can I get a quick selfie with you?
Sure, man.
And now the winning smile.
Here we go, 1 versus 1. Final round. Naf of the AWP. We talked about the potential problems with this weapon on a map like Nuke. He's now been taken down to 62 points of health. Another 2 versus 1 can slip by the wayside here for Liquid. Not the wallbang, surely. 8 points of health. It's Zipex just whittling away. And it will be naf-fly of a wallbang. I can't believe it, Alex. How has he managed to pull that one off?
Straight through the wall, naf-fly!
Today, we're talking about Keith naf-fly Markovic, the stoic sentinel whose seemingly sloth-like persona and playstyle has not only helped skyrocket his roster to success, but solidify him as one of the most flexible, free-flowing fraggers CSGO has ever seen.
Gonna boost Naf up. Can he find any players down on the bench? Yes, he can. Alexi B caught napping. We're gonna bullet perforating through his head. Now this does give Liquid a chance. They do have control of the bomb, and Naf has found himself a kill on X7. We've got a round of it now, ladies and gentlemen. The bomb's gonna get planted. Ents breathing down his neck. Smoke gonna get deployed onto the site and try and skew the mission. Oh, what a flick off to Sergey that is! And now naf-fly gonna use that smoke to his advantage, just pulls back to the van. Waiting, anticipating an Alu push. He comes through the shadows! Oh, that's ineffable from naf-fly! That's absolutely sensational!
So, in what sense did Naf's easygoing persona actually turn him into one of the most versatile vanquishers ever? How central has his role been to his roster's earth-shattering success? And what in the hell are these chat-spamming psychopaths known as naffers?
Timing is everything. He's going. Oh! It can't be real! Didn't see anybody landing the triple right to the smoke. I've never seen anything like it. And now, at least they're gonna get the bomb plant, but FaZe are being robbed once again. Naf, he's still in play in this round. On the other side is Rain, and he wants more. Naf, have you no mercy? He's gonna pick up an ace in the round. An unbelievable performance.
Alright, so in order to understand how this half-asleep head popper became a secret weapon of sorts, we first need to understand what made him such a special player to begin with. A product of Source, Naf was used to fast, free-flowing Counter-Strike. He kicked off his professional CSGO career in 2014, cutting his teeth on a variety of scrappy sides.
12 seconds, naf-fly's the last remaining player. He's picked up 2 kills, there's 10 seconds, a third as well. naf-fly could clutch this right now, peeks out once more. All he has to do is play the time. First coming around the corner, and naf-fly with the 1 versus 4 clutch.
Having cemented himself as one of North America's most promising talents, naf was given the chance to join Optic's brand spanking new CS lineup at the start of 2016. And it was there that he really started to make a name for himself. Why? Well, for starters, he was insanely versatile.
At the pillar, he's got that off, and there's the opening kill. What more can they get? Stanislav falls Dexter with 2 kills. naf's got to do more, and he does. The Tech 9 is out. He's wrapping around the pillar. He's going to get another one. 4 kills. He goes for the aces. It's a solo hold from naf-fly. An incredible performance around that pillar.
You see, like most esports, Counter-Strike is constituted in such a way that once you reach a certain level of competition, you sort of have to pick a position. Do you fancy yourself an AWPer or a rifler? Are you more comfortable being an entry fragger, a lurker, an anchor, a support, or an IGL? The thing that set naf apart was not only his conversance with pretty much the entirety of the buy menu, but the comfort with which he shifted roles round to round.
He does really well plugging play. He simply fits into most situations and he's able to adapt to them very quickly. Even though they joke that he's a sloth, his thought process is really fast, so he's able to identify the situation when he should be upping on, when that might change the round or might change something.
I'm really confused about why FaZe slowed that down so much, because they just got the first 2 kills flawlessly, and there's one person left on the bomb site. Why not just run him over as well? Why not just run him down?
I'm more in awe of naf and this ridiculous round, playing it perfectly.
But the other thing that caught people's attention was his overall, let's say, calmness. naf was basically the epitome of your so-called classic gamer. An easygoing, seemingly uninvested badass who carries himself with the utmost confidence while casually owning scrubs. The difference is that those scrubs were more often than not the best players the game had ever seen.
Kirby could have maybe even got the double kill. Now naf-fly's down here, the hero of Optic Gaming. He goes for the spray, catches Dupree perfectly, follows up with a headshot on Sipnix. This guy in the grand finals, 34 kills now. He just needs another couple and they will have that trophy. It's going to be Kirby and Glaive left with over a minute, but in a 2-on-4, spray comes through, Rush gets a kill, and ladies and gentlemen, Optic Gaming, your winners of E-League Season 2.
You've heard of the expression, cool as a cucumber. naf might as well have been an ice cube. This dude wasn't just chill, he was barely present. Sometimes it looked like he had no idea where he was. Other times, like he just didn't care. Except, as his opponents will surely attest, nothing could have been further from the truth.
He has to run in and actually try and get the job done.
Well, they're playing a bit of a game with him right now, I think. Scream just up and down the ladder, and naf, he realizes he's got the double kill, looking for a bit of a spray there, but they're just buying so much time. Good shot from naf, and he's coming a bit alive in some of these rounds. If he had any grenades, it might be possible, but Scream is down there, Swiss is up there, and it's going to be the Molotov raining in, and that's just going to seal the round here. Going to be the kill, but he has no time to get in to get this defuse. He has to stand in the fire, and there's not going to be time, I think. Oh, wow. Last possible second. A little bit of a cheeky smile, in fact, on naf. I like that one.
The issue with being that unstructured of a player, of course, is that, well, you kind of need structure around you if you're going to be, to quote naf's namesake, nutty as f***. If the roster on which our boy found himself wasn't regimented enough, or he was pigeonholed into a particular role, he wouldn't play to his full potential.
So I think naf's problem isn't with structure, it's when structure isn't done correctly, right? Because he knows how it's supposed to be done. So if you get someone in his spot doing something that he knows how to do better, it creates a frustration.
Conseguem vencer o primeiro duelo, porém o Shotanta você conta não pode morrer por aqui. Tenta fugir.
Going there, like shut your fucking mouth. This is so stupid. Like we know what they're doing, like where they're going, but like please chill. Okay, just don't talk to me. This.
And apparently, as laid back as he was, if that infrastructure wasn't there, dude could get a little tilted.
There was one game naf tried calling, I remember, on like Cash, like a long time ago.
Wait, like calling, right?
Yeah, like
I was playing with you.
yeah. And like certain people like didn't listen to him one round, and naf's like, Yeah, this. I'm done with this shit.
I remember that, 'cause someone didn't listen, you got mad. So like, I'm not doing this shit anymore.
Yeah, no, like after that, I'm like, all right, I respect the in-game leaders.
No.
By the end of 2017, NAF's docile dumpster fests had really started to catch the attention of the community. After Optic was poached to the point of implosion, NAF spent the next 3 months wrecking fools on Renegades before being tapped to play for one of his region's biggest orgs, Liquid.
I remember when he was joining Team Liquid, and he's just like, yo, Zeus, super casual. Slot me into any situation and I'll fit in. And it isn't always like that, but the fact that he sees himself as like that, I think is amazing.
I don't know. When I come into teams, I just like do my own thing. Like they don't like. I don't know. It's just like they just plug me in. I can just plug in and out of teams pretty well. But yeah, I don't know. I think just adding me was just like there's just more we can do. Like I can rifle, I can op, I can do a lot of things. I can lurk, I can go in first. So yeah, I think just bringing me in, I just bring a lot to the team.
And it was there, whilst donning the blue and white, that everything would eventually click.
Do they want to wait for it? Now they're finally going to put it out and try and push their way through. Oh, and it's 2 for 1. Then third one, NAF, absolute rock solid defense, shutting down 4 players. They had absolutely no chance to make it through.
And it actually costs him in the end because they boost up above, so, NAF.
Oh!
That is unreal. 2 preemptive shots, and he hits them both, goes back and finds them further as they try and jump down on top of water. He didn't know he had access to it. RPK, as a result, gets 2, but that was inevitable. Unfortunately for NAF, he's left alone, and they know exactly where he is at this point in time, so Bomb will stay where it is. NAF, with the only smoke he could throw, has to get by, even trying to use the particles of the nade, and it works! He got the information, he finds the shot instead!
With Nitro calling the shots, Stewie causing chaos, Twists making sure his hair and headshots were on point, and Elige cementing himself as the spray pattern whisperer, NAF was finally given the freedom to do what he wanted, when he wanted, to play as intuitively as he pleased.
Gonna try and pull off a miracle, but these angles are just so far away and he's got nothing to use, and you might as well just stick it, I guess, and actually, oh my god, he might just do it. A mistake from Astralis gives Liquid their 9th! Oh, and a miraculous headshot to follow! It was his only option!
By about midway through 2019, Liquid had solidified themselves as both the best CSGO roster in the world and the greatest North American ensemble ever. Tournament after tournament, they clapped the competition, thanks in part to NAF's proclivity towards absent-minded ownage.
God himself in the cathedral to try and shut down NAF. Incendiary on the box.
Oh my goodness.
Guy was creeping up so close. NAF out! And you can change that horse symbol to a moose because naf-fly has got number 11 for Liquid.
In fact, it was around this time that a meme began to take shape. One that parodied both NAF's physical appearance and stoner meets space cadet manner of carrying himself by comparing him to, well, a sloth.
Boo! Nasty as NAF is a Grand Slam champion and one of the greatest North American players in Counter-Strike history. naf-fly is known for sleeping several times in a day, while also destroying noobs in the server in the same day.
But they can swim pretty fast, apparently. My people swim fast.
So he was a guy that when we were having team discussions, he'd just be sometimes looking around, doing anything, kind of in sloth mode, actually. And then we talked to him, he's like, I'm weird like that, guys, don't worry about it. And when he's having a moment on stage or something like that, he'd be super chill. He's like, guys, don't worry about me. I'm going to do my thing. So he's super on his own. Yet at the same time, he's doing everything.
And their win-loss at that point will be high enough that they shouldn't have any dramas. 2 with the USPs. That's a third.
This suddenly becomes more than winnable. This becomes problematic. Som needs to hope and pray that Elige overstays. His welcome, he has crossed over. But NAF could still get some more here. He's on for an ace with the USP. Opts for a fresh one to finish off the job.
Benter makes
Watch the dunk, Lauren. I'm calling it.
Yeah, the nade's there. Now backs away. He's got himself an 8k.
So did he plant front or back?
One more.
Back.
Back plant. Flash comes in. Benter. Oh my god, this is so precarious. Molly now. NAF could be forcing the fight. Dead! He's done it! He's only gone and bloody done it. 5 kills. More
Thus, a special subsection of Counter-Strike fan came to be. A legion of adoring spammers who hung out in chat not to cheer for Liquid or their opponent, but for naf in particular. As such, they could never be classified as winners or losers, but disciples who'd affectionately termed themselves naffers.
Damn, it feels good to be a naffer. Any naffers in chat?
Dude, Naf he always looks so laid back. He's like the sloth, I swear. That was like just the limpest fist bump ever.
Hope there are some naffers in the chat.
Now, to be clear, naf is capable of showing emotion. It just takes something genuinely extraordinary to awake him from his sweet sloth-like stupor.
Hey, why do you never smile? Smile.
Shock's falling back into the bomb site. Do they really want to chase him? He seems to be in a position. Oh! He's taking him down!
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
The reality, of course, is that naf's seemingly brain-dead brilliance isn't just a meme. It's a testament to the fact that as useful as discipline is, not everyone excels under strict regimes. There are certain savants who just can't flourish unless they're given free rein. Geniuses for whom prescription is death, and naf is one of them.
Chris J plucks twists off of the balcony. Naf now realizes the error of his ways, but maybe he can recover this on his own. He drops the bomb carrier, who is looking to join them. Oh my. And well, Naf will let Rops join his two dead teammates. Holy hell hell. of a no-scope. And Chris J, now we're gonna get a little bit of combat, opping two snipers in the apps. Chris flicks, hits the shot, but naf-fly takes the kill.
Since joining Liquid, naf's masterful meandering has earned him the distinction of being ranked among the top 10 players on the planet for 2 years straight. He may look and play like some notoriously sleepy wildlife, but there's no question that he's world class.
And this is the only way you get one. Oh,
no.
Tess with the turnaround, he hears it. Oh, Naf with the wall bang. How's he done that? How's he done that to him? What? No. What? Naf? What?
He rifles, he ups, he does a lot of clutches. He has those insane moments, and he has the funny reactions where he's just upset at something. So he has the highs, he has the lows, but he is an insanely talented player.
And while Liquid have been struggling since their reign of terror was in full swing, part of the reason for their decline was that certain roster maneuvers had forced naf to adopt a more rigid and fixed playstyle. But since Fallen joined the team, it's already looking like naf is getting back to his best.
Naf falling back, that's a pretty decent kill. Can we get a follow-up? No, he's gonna have to reload, and that might buy. Oh, what? Naf coming through with a big triple. That is so unbelievable, and he'll finish it off with a quad kill. Actually, an ace at the end. He took every single one.
He's able to be the X factor when if he knows everything that's going on, he can fit in. If he thinks he knows and then it isn't going, then it gets crazy. And that isn't about structure. It's sometimes just about that structured chaos, I guess you could say. It's not the perfect thing. It's just there has to be an understanding. There has to be flow, that chemistry, and I think they have it now.
Even if Liquid never again reach such unprecedented heights, one thing is for sure. Watching naf let loose in and out of the server has taught the Counter-Strike community a ton about the importance of self-expression, about playing the game your way.
Bang, 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 one dead, two dead. Buster killed me, actually.
And that is why, whatever happens, win or lose, it'll always feel damn good to be a naffer.
But it is still 3v3. Everybody's in the same position now! Oh my god, what? He just runs right through! And Team Liquid! Stop, come on, man, what the hell?
Flash, for instance, the great, I just can't speak today, to ever live, used to bring of course, but this isn't just, holy shit, okay. But there's one top level today we're talking about Keef, Jesus. Like that dog with the teeth, Keef.